People who don't sleep naked, why? I like a layer between my asshole and my bedsheets. I'm with you. I'd rather my ball and ass sweat be soaked into something other than my sheets. Hard to argue with logic. I stopped after my cat clawed my dick BC of morning wood. Edit, I am very flattered on how many people want to see my battle scars, but I'm gonna have to pass. Sorry to disappoint peeps. My son likes to crawl into bed with me unannounced when Hess had a bad dream. My dog likes to lick my butt when I sleep without underpants. Neither are enjoyable. Request at dogtaxinger.com. Ha! My sister is always complaining that she wakes up to her dog licking her butt cheeks through her underwear. Dogs are weird, hers is really weird. One time after doing the horizontal shuffle, my boyfriend got out of bed and I saw my dog's head pop up and just bloop lick his penis. That was the funniest scream I've ever heard come out of a man. Edit, I was not expecting to wake up to this being my top comment. I'm glad y'all find it as funny as I did. Once, my modestly cock-eyed lab focused all her eye power on gently licking one of my husband's nipples. Then she licked the other one. It was super awkward. And he just laid there and took it? What a bitch. That's nonsense. When someone licks your nipples, the true Chad move is to be comfortable in your masculinity and do nothing. They might think you're submissive. But let's be real, they're the one licking your nipples. Like giving a blowjob. People think that giving it is submissive, but let's be real, you are the one who can chomp their penis away. The last time I slept naked, a tornado came through our neighborhood in the middle of the night. Waking up very alarmed with your butthole showing makes you realize things. Naked and afraid. Nude and screwed. I live in Tornado Alley. Not gonna be caught running for safety naked. Run at the tornado to try and frighten it away. Just gotta establish that dominance first. Chances are that the tornado won't be impressed and chuck a piece debris at you for the trouble. Won't be the first time something wasn't impressed. Heyo. My shoulders get cold if I don't wear a shirt, and I don't want to Donald Duck it, so I wear undies too. My fiancé and I call this look poo bearing. The academic term I learned was shirt cocking. The Onion has a good bit on this. Middle-aged man in gym locker room puts shirt on before underwear. Guys in the barracks don't appreciate it. That's not what I've heard. He ain't Cav. I don't like the feeling of vulnerability. Truest answer on here. Shit, when I was a teenager, lived in a rough neighborhood and hung around a rough crowd, I slept with my shoes on. Never know when you gotta bolt up out of bed and get some shit done. I happily sleep without shoes or socks now. Being an adult and getting out of that neighborhood has done wonders for my sleeping schedule. Edit, thanks for the awards. I always knew growing up the way I did would pay off at some point. This answer has given me a glimpse into a life I really can't relate to, but it's fascinating to consider this as someone's reality. I'm really glad you were able to sleep without shoes on now. I lived on a bad street 1 year in college. It changes you for sure. Every time you leave for an extended amount of time, you hope no one broke into your house and stole shit. You get used to crackheads walking down your street. One time I slept with a steak knife next to my bed cause we saw someone peeking in our window. I used to sleep naked in college. Then the house I was renting in had a small fire caused by an exchange student putting tinfoil in the microwave, and I ran outside in sheer panic because my room was above the kitchen and flooded with smoke. It was winter. There was fire trucks and my housemates outside. I was in Timberlands and only Timberlands. That's why I no longer sleep naked. Thanks a lot, Chris. It thinks standing naked wearing Timbs emits big dick energy, but you said it was cold, so you know shrinkage. Edit. I never thought my most upvoted comment would be about shrinkage. Reddit is a weird place. I mean, the energy is still there even though the size isn't. Big dick energy is a state of mind. Massive cock mentality. Magnum dong mindset. Greater shaft philosophy. Long schlong ethics. I don't like the feeling of my skin touching itself. If my thighs touch for more than 30 seconds, they get sweaty, and then I wish I was dead. Yes. And then they stick, so if I try to move, I'm suddenly pinching myself. Same here, then when I try to separate them, it sounds like a new FedEx label being peeled off its backing. Why do I understand this? My sleep paralysis demon will think I'm a slut. Edit, glad I could put some smiles on some faces, lol. Have a good one, folks. It is 2021, sleep paralysis demons must stop slut shaming. And join the slut. What are you doing, step demon? Help, I'm stuck in bed and can't move. You sound like a semen demon. I give it a week before this is up on Pornhub. Discharge. And irregular cycles, not gonna wake up to a Red Sea. Definitely. I'll go 3 days with very light spotting, then the bottom drops out. I sweat profusely sometimes, and it is just easier to change than to go back to sleep in a puddle. But, often that is not enough. Edit, I have talked to my doctors. I cannot keep going, what am I rich? It costs me $300 for most visits, and I have health insurance. Edit 2, no I don't pee the bed. I have a fan and an AC unit on me all the time. If I sleep on top of the sheets, I still sweat. Suppose I should suck it up and spend a couple grand going to the doctor. My period. I share with people, don't fancy walking to the toilet in the middle of the night stark bollock naked and my housemates potentially ogling my mini baguette. Edit, spelling. Edit NK2, thank you all for the upvotes and awards, I'm glad I could bring some form of laughter to everyone. I live in a country prone to earthquakes. I don't want to be trying to get clothes on during one of the scary ones. Edit, I'm just going to add this since my phone is blowing up over this. I live in NZ. We have earthquakes that are sharp and severe as well as long and rolling. I have been woken up in the middle of the night by earthquakes many times and on several occasions have had to grab kids out of bed and get to a safe place. These are the type of earthquakes that have caused structural damage to places I have lived in. I grew up on a fault line, I grew up with earthquake drills, and for the most part I'm fine with earthquakes. While robes and coats may work for some people, what works for me when I have to get up quickly because of an earthquake, especially in winter and -degree weather in the middle of the night, is being in PJs because it's one less thing I have to worry about when I'm trying to get kids to a safe place. Ring of Fire represent. Because my dick and balls need to stay in one place while I sleep. I toss and turn a lot. Don't want to squish a ball with my thigh, done it before when I tried sleeping naked. I was looking for my floppy dicks crew. Surprised I had to scroll so far to find you. Same. I just don't like the feeling of my dick flopping around when I am in bed. Can't risk my penis falling out of bed. Just buy a new one. My penis is small and I'm afraid the monster under my bed will see it and laugh. I was just dreaming of getting out of the pool. It shrinks? Like a frightened turtle. It makes me feel vulnerable and I have an irrational fear of bugs finding holes. It doesn't even need to be a hole. Imagine a mosquito bite on your junk. When I was little I had to go pee while camping. Bug was afraid of the dark, so I did it with a light. I have never been bit that many times in my life. The swelling, the color, the pain, I'll never forget it. Don't worry, if you don't want to have a bright light next to your junk, just go pee on the dying embers of the fire. Your other campmates will love you.